Hey everyone, my name is Shaylee Hoffman, and I'm going to be talking about what my career plans are with my major for my Psych 112 class. So I'm wanting to go into school psychology with my psychology major, and the American Psychological Association, or the APA, has defined school psychology as a general practice and health service provider specialty of professional psychology that is concerned with the science and practice of psychology with children, youth, families, learners of all ages, and the schooling process. So the biggest part of school psychology, I think, is working with individuals, but it also works with their families and also with faculty members to develop teaching programs. Education has always been super important to me. It's helped me a lot in my life, and I would love to be able to help other people feel that as well and be able to get the education that they want. Because with today, not everyone has equal access to a great education. Based on socioeconomic status, a lot of people who are on the lower end of the income rate with their families, they don't have as great of an education. They have a harder time learning, and school psychologists are really helping to even the playing field for everyone so that anyone who needs to get a good education has the opportunity to do so. And I feel that that's really important, and I feel my calling for this life. So for the education required to become a school psychologist, the minimum you need is a master's degree with a state license. You can, of course, continue and get your doctorate degree for your education, but I am just planning on getting a master's degree with a state license, which will add another 3 years past my bachelor's degree. And so this fits in with my 4-year plan. I'm going to finish up my bachelor's degree. Right now I am just in my sophomore year, just finishing that up next semester, and then so I've got 2 more years, and then planning to apply to graduate school and hopefully get in fairly soon. And then once I've gotten in, I'll complete my master's degree and 1 year of training to become licensed in whatever state I want to choose. I want to work in for my career. I'm probably going to look at either Idaho or Utah so I can be close to family, because that's important to me. It always has been. And it's a little more than a 4-year plan, but that's my overall goal for right now. This is a picture of me and my husband. We were at a friend's wedding last summer. It was right before our wedding, which was the same month, just a couple weeks later. So it's probably the most recent picture I have of myself, but that's me. The reason that I chose psychology is because I've always loved being able to serve other people, and that's a huge part of psychology. A lot of psychology focuses on, psychology is the study of behavior and working with people. Whether you're in a research lab researching behaviors, or you're working as a clinical psychologist helping people get through their problems. And it just really feels important to me. Education is also, as I mentioned earlier, super important to me, whether it's my own education, which I feel has really enabled me to become much more than I ever thought I could be. But I also want to be able to help other people obtain that as well, and to feel how wonderful education is and to help them get there. And I feel that I can make a difference doing that as a school psychologist. Psychology has also always been really interesting to me. I love learning about the human mind and how people think and behave toward each other. I find it really interesting, and I think when we know that, we can better enable ourselves to be better people and more productive. It's also a very family-oriented career, which is very important to me. A family is my ultimate goal, and as a school psychologist, once my children are old enough to be going to school, I can also be working in my career because our schedules will be the same. And I feel that my goals with this, why I chose psychology, line up pretty well with what it talked about in our book, with especially choosing something that's really interesting to you and that you're passionate about, because this is something that I'm very passionate about, and I really look forward working toward this. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little better.